In this demonstration, we are going to learn about dynamic content region in Oracle APEX application. Suppose if you want to generate some data at runtime dynamically without using any of the standard regions by Oracle, then we can make use of the dynamic content. So we'll go over to the application and we'll create one page, that is a blank page I'm going to create. So with this demonstration, we will learn how to create a blank page and add the region and modify the details in that. Click on the next. I will name this as dynamic content. Rest of the things you can leave default for this case and click on create. So we have got the blank page over here. First and the foremost thing, in the body, we have to right click and we have to create a region. In the name, I will tell I'm adding the dynamic content. In the type, I will select the dynamic content as we are going to show the details dynamically on the page. There are a couple of options over here in order to show the dynamic content supported at the time of recording this class. One is a PLSQL and another is a JavaScript MLE. Both the concepts you will see in this class. First, I will switch to the PLSQL. Suppose if you don't know what data we have to populate over here or how the PLSQL block should look like, then we can click this and go over to the help section. Here is the sample provided by Oracle. In the same manner, we have to construct our PLSQL block. I have already created a sample PLSQL block in line with what Oracle is saying over here. That I will paste it over here in the PLSQL block. Let me open the code editor and I will paste my PLSQL block over here. So if you want to validate, just click this. So it will tell validation successful. Suppose if there is any error, then it will throw any error over here. What I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to list the employees and the department. I'm putting the SQL query over here and then I'm writing the employee name and the department. So there are few HTML tags. I'm writing it over here. That is to emphasize on the employee name. And this is a list. I'm looping over to the returned employee records from my employee table and I'm having a join on them, employee and the department. Next, at the top, what I'm doing is I'm trying to tell what time the report has been generated. So this is my query, how it look like for the dynamic content. Click on OK. Then click on save and we'll try to run. Dynamic content will look something like this, where I'm showing the details which I'm fetching from the table. Now let's see how we can refresh this dynamic content at runtime. In order to refresh this dynamic content, on click of the button, first we will try to add a button in this dynamic content. Then we will try to create some actions on click of which it has to perform on the browser. That is the refresh action. So there are a couple of methods we can do, but the easiest method is we can add the button over here, right click on the dynamic content and click on this create button. I will name this as I want to create this as a refresh button. Now there are a lot of slots over here in the dynamic content, copy, edit, previous, next, so on and so forth. We will add this to the copy slot over here. That is over here we'll add. Now what we'll do is we'll click this button and coming to the slot, I will tell put this in a copy. Observe this, my button will be moved from region body to the copy. I will change the slot from here to copy. My refresh button got changed to copy section. Click on save. Now we will try to run this application. My button got added. Clicking on this is happening nothing because my dynamic content is not doing anything over here. Now what I will do is I will tell I want to perform a action on click of this button. For that, right click on this. In the context menu, we have to tell create a dynamic action. So there are a couple of cases over here, true and false. We are just interested in true. I will tell I want to refresh content on the dynamic action. Suppose if it is true, then action what I'm trying to perform is a refresh. So what I'm trying to refresh? I'm trying to refresh the region in my page and the region name is dynamic content. That is this one I'm trying to update. Click on save and click on run the page. Here I am putting the timestamp just to demonstrate on click of the button how my content is refreshing on this page. That is this dynamic content. So this page got updated at 3:27. Click on refresh. Now here if you see the seconds got changed, that is to 52. Suppose if I click on this again, you will see 58 seconds. So like this, we can create a button to refresh a specific content in my page. So like this, we have learned a couple of concepts, how we can create a blank page, how we can add the region, how we can add the button in the region, how we can add the dynamic action on click of which it has to perform some task in our page. We will learn more concepts going ahead in this class. Let's come back to this dynamic content. So in the source for the dynamic content, we have a couple of things. One is a PLSQL, another is a JavaScript. PLSQL we have populated over here, the sample. Coming to the JavaScript, if you don't know how you have to write your JavaScript function, just click this over here, go over to the help, and you will see the sample. You have to create your JavaScript function in the similar manner what Oracle is suggesting over here. That you can write your query over here. We can put the join. You can write any kind of complex query and you can construct JavaScript function, something like this, which is binded within the HTML tags. So I have already created a sample JavaScript function. I will paste in the code editor. Click on the code editor. I will paste it over here. So basically, I'm having the same query what I'm having in the PLSQL block which I demonstrated earlier in this class. Also, I'm showing the date over here, what time the page got refreshed. Click on OK. Save this and let me run this page. Then now my dynamic content is getting populated from the source that is written in the JavaScript. If I click on the refresh, closely observe the seconds have to change. Now the seconds has been changed from 26 to 37. Now if I again click on refresh, it has changed to 43, which means my dynamic content in this page is changing on click of the refresh button.